Hello friends, welcome to Codeboard. So in the last video, we saw the concepts of debugging. In this video, we will see how to debug a Java application in Eclipse. So if you haven't checked the last video yet, please go ahead and watch it. The link is mentioned in the description box below. So let's see how to debug the Java application in Eclipse. For this purpose, let's open the Eclipse IDE. IDE has opened and we have a simple Java program which printed hi. So for the sake of debugging, I'm going to make some changes in this program. So the height that we have printed, we are going to take it in a variable s and we are going to print that variable here. So that while debugging, we can check what value the s variable holds. So let's say string s equal to hi. And I'm going to print the s string here. So the output of this program is going to be the same. Let's check it out. So it has also printed hi over here. So we can use this variable for debugging. So the breakpoints are very important factor in the debugging. And if you see on the left panel, if we double click on that, we can place a breakpoint here or remove using double click as well. So what do breakpoints do? So the breakpoints are the points where the breakpoint or the debugger makes the program execution to pause. So here if the program execution pauses, we can check the value of s. So wherever you want to check the value of the variable, you have to place the breakpoints. Let's see how we can do that. So right click on this and say, usually we say run as, but this time we will say debug as Java application. And here one perspective has opened, which is asking us to open the debug perspective. I'm going to go ahead and say yes so that debug windows open. But even if you say no, you can continue with the debugging, but the debugger windows won't be open. So if you don't need them, you can say no. But let's go ahead and say yes and see what happens. So here you can see multiple windows have opened. So the first window is debug. This tells us where our debug pointer is. So we can see that this green highlight is at line 7. So at line 7 we can see our debugger. In this portion we can see the variables and the value of the variables. So here the s holds the value high. So it is shown over here. So up till the debugger pointer, the value of the variable are going to be shown. So in breakpoints, we can see where we have added our breakpoints. If I add the breakpoint at line 8, it is going to be shown here. So not just in this file, but in the complete project, wherever the breakpoints are, or in the complete workspace, wherever the breakpoints are, it is going to show. In the outline section, I can see only the methods. So the outline methods are going to be shown here. And in the console, our output is going to be printed. So this variable s now we can see holds the value high. We can just hover over it and check the value, or you can just double click on it, or you can just check the value and double click on it and press Ctrl Shift I, and the value of variable is going to be shown. So this is how you can check the value of variable. At the 0th index we have h, at the first index we have I. In details you can see the value of the variable. So what if I want to go to the next line? So here over the top you can see there are 3 options. With the F6 or just by clicking on that you can go to the next line. So I'm going to say F6 and just click over that. The debugger has moved to the next line. If I want to move to the next breakpoint that I've applied, I have to press F8 or simply the resume option. But since we don't have any other breakpoint, it is going to terminate the program if I press this. And the F5 is used to go inside a function, but we don't have any other function to go inside, so we'll check that with some other changes. So I've pressed F8 and the program has terminated. So we'll make some more changes to understand debugging in a better way. So I'm going to take two variables, int a equal to 2 and int b equal to 2, and I'm going to call a divide function and pass the a and b to it. So this function should divide the values of a and b. Let's go ahead and create this function. So in this I'm going to return b divided by a. So the division of both the variables should return. In debugging we will see each and every value. So here I'm simply going to print a statement saying the value of the division is C. So it will print the output. So let's go ahead and debug this. I'll place one breakpoint at S and the other at in C equal to divide. So you have to place as many as less debuggers and at the statements which give you the maximum information. So here I'm not able to see the project explorer, so I'm just going to open it from the view and then right click debug as Java application. So you can see the debugger is at line 7 right now and the value of S is here. I'm simply going to go to the next line. Okay, at A, the high is printed now. Now I want to jump to the next debugger point. So F6 is for next line, but to jump to the next debugger point, I'm going to say resume, that is F8, and it has directly jumped to the next debugging point. And the values of A and B are printed over here. And here we can see there are two methods now. Divide also is added. So value of A is 2, value of B is also 2. And we have our debugger here. So now we have to go inside this method. So we'll press step into, that is F5, and it has gone inside the method. The first argument is 2, the second argument is also 2. The result should be 1. So if I select this and press Ctrl Shift I, I'll get the output as 1. So it is giving proper output as 1. Now I'll go to the next step again. So just press F6 and it has gone to the next step. So now this line should be printed with the value of C as 1. So I'm going to press F6 and we can just terminate the program with F8. So, so what if some error comes for some other input? So I'm just going to change the input of A to 0 and see if any exception is thrown and how it can be found out through debugging. So I'm going to the project and click on debug as Java application. So here our first debugger has come. We'll press F6, again F6, F6. So the program is going properly up till here. Then I'll go to F5 and go inside the method. And if I press F6 now, the program will go into an exception because anything divided by 0 throws an exception. So you have seen that the exception has come over here. So at this line you can see the program is throwing the line exception at this particular line. So in this way you can find out at what line the actual exception is coming. So we'll turn the value of A again to 2. So guys, this is the way you can do debugging in Java using Eclipse IDE. If you like this video, please share this video and subscribe to our channel. If you have any suggestions or questions, please mention them in the comment box below and we will happy to help you. Thank you.